My name is Mila Givens, and I'm an executive coach and managing director for San Mateo County and Santa Clara County here in Northern California. And I've been in the business of dentistry for the better of 30 years because it actually is a passion of mine. I have been not only behind that front desk, but I've actually been a practice owner for the better of the last 15 years. And after transitioning my practices, as once upon a time I was a Fortune client, my entire commitment moving forward is to empower dental entrepreneurs to execute in a way that is empowering so that they can actually achieve their goals in a way that works for them. If we're just going to look at three, there are many, but if I were to make some distinctions that I think would kind of blanket in the three most important, it would be number one, active listening. Remember, this is a service industry. Your patients need to hear and know and feel that you heard them. Number two, understand their rules and their values. Now, there are reasons why people do things. 9 times out of 10, they make purchases and decisions based on an emotive response, and then they use logic to justify it. So what are the rules and values that your patient needs in order to make a decision about their quality of life and their care? Those are questions. All can be learned in quality communication. Number three, give your patient what they want, the way that they want it. Now, I'm not telling you to discount the treatment or to change the treatment plan. It's been using quality communications and understanding your patient's rules and values that you can communicate in a way with them that creates an emotive response so that they know they're making the right decisions for themselves. I think dental practices can really leverage their current patient base by coming really clear on their branding identity. Now, their branding identity is not just so much their logo and their website. It's what patients say about them every day. Okay? Be really clear on the vision and the philosophical vision that you have for your practice. Is everyone on your team emulating that vision? Okay? You see, growth of a practice can be holistic if you're communicating effectively and the branding identity, your story, is being communicated from the moment the patient answers that first call and is all the way through your facility. Master your branding identity. If you've mastered your branding identity and people in the community are saying fabulous things about you, okay, but you don't have a fantastic website and you're not doing any social media, then newsflash, guys, you're a secret. How long do you want to be a secret? You see, ideally you want to partner yourself with a marketing company that can embrace your story, your brand, and help you get that out there into the community. The best investment you can make is in a website that tells your story, because from there, every other marketing effort is going to be going back to that landing page. Number two, your social media. Yes, they want to learn more about you, but patients don't buy dentistry, remember. They buy the practice. They buy the community. They buy you. What can you put on your social media that creates an emotive response for your patients? Some of the main marketing mistakes that I've seen practices make is that they post the word free across all of their marketing, and then they spray marketing all across the community, hoping to get anybody and everybody to come into the practice. The second thing they do is they look for the cheapest option for marketing. What kind of a return are you expecting to get when you're not actually getting the exposure to the patients that you want to see? Again, this all comes back to aligning yourself with a really good marketing company. The best investment you can make to make sure that your story is told in the right way so that you can attract the right patients to your community. It first comes down to beliefs. Beliefs that you have about patients, beliefs that you have about money, beliefs that you have about insurance. As an executive coach, we help you shift your focus away from the little tiny things, which are money, and really focus on what are the patient's values? What are the rules of engagement for them? What's emotively the most important thing to them? And it still comes back down to giving them what they want in the way that they want it. Everyone invests in themselves because they believe in themselves. And when you acknowledge a person's decision to become healthy, the world is your oyster. Your only work is to make sure that you can get them on the schedule quickly and affordably. The front office is the immediate human contact for that patient. The front office then has to emulate the branding identity. Been back there again, gonna be there one more time. But they have to be able to communicate effectively. and they have to present effectively. Now, in a well-coached office, the sales is not just the responsibility of the front person. And I actually don't even like that word sales. The enrollment is done throughout the entire team. Now, if the patient is completely enrolled and getting the best care for themselves, the front office team just needs to acknowledge the patient and the decisions that they've made. Make sure that they can find a way for it to become affordable for them and get them back on the schedule to get healthy. Well, in the circle of knowledge, there's the things I know, which is I got to ask for referrals. And there are things that I don't know. How do I get my branding identity out there? Okay. The things that you really don't know is how people are actually getting the information. So why don't you ask? Ask your community. Ask your patients. Hey, bud, how did you find out about the ball game today? Do you watch TV? Do you listen to the radio? Hey, bud, how did you find me? Did you look for me on the internet? Did you ask a friend? You see, this landscape of marketing is constantly moving, evolving, and changing. There are things that I can introduce to you as an executive coach that I will hear about, but find out from your patients what you don't know. Quality communications and asking the right questions are the key to empowering yourself and your patients to make good decisions and to grow, not just organically, but in a way that's measurable for yourself and for your team. What traditional marketing still works well? Internal marketing asking for referrals always works well. Okay? And if you have an opportunity to ask a patient for a referral with a QR code right smack dab in your face, okay, digitally they'll be able to get to you faster. That's the only difference between, 1980s and today is you could actually pick up your phone with a QR code and make it work. Some of my younger offices actually have the QR code on their phones. Remember, everything is marketing. And if you are a dentist in the community and you meet somebody that you would like to introduce to your practice, make sure you have that QR code on your phone. Everything goes back to that website, that well-constructed website, which is your story and consistent to the first delivery and first contact you've had with that patient. So yes, ask for referrals. Yes, make a friend, and then make an appointment.